All right. Good evening, everyone. Hello, JMEC. Yes, you were first this evening. Hello. Oh, that was me. Hello, Zero. Hello, Koi. Welcome in this evening. Ah. Now, this game is going to be particularly interesting to anybody who likes humor, to anybody who is Canadian. Yeah, uh, JMEC got it right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mon Bazoo. I have wanted to play this for about 48 hours now, because that's literally as long as I've had it. Yes, you are Canadian, Koi, so this game will be right up your alley. If nothing else, because there are funny jokes in it and they have a bunch of Canadian references. So, let me get the stream updated, because I didn't want to give this away. I wanted to keep this as a surprise for you guys, because I wasn't going to play this until I saw some footage of it. I saw some clips. Update and close. But yes, I get to be the translator for that really shitty French. Supposedly, this is a Canadian developer named Santa Goat. Yes, you can see Santa Goat down at the bottom right of the screen down there. Yeah, I can actually look over at it. That's weird to think about. When I look, that's why I'm actually, fun fact, that's why I'm always on the right side of the screen. My monitor is to my left. So when I look at the bottom left of my monitor, I actually look at the bottom left of my monitor. If you need anything, help with anything, I can help. Awesome. Now I will be perfectly honest. Hang on, let me get my fan going here. I finally got a fan for my stream room, so happy about that. I just finished the game. Oh, awesome. Well, I have done some trinkety things. I've went in and figured out how the controls and stuff work. So that's good at least. I have went in and done a little bit of practice getting used to these controls, so I don't make an idiot of myself. Because these controls are very finicky and hard. So you'll notice at the bottom, this game says Early Access to those who haven't played it, version 0.296. This game is currently still in development, and some features just kind of aren't available yet. So this game is broken and incomplete. That being said, it operates very well for a single developer working on it in his free time. It is surprisingly good. The driving engine is, for an indie game, I was expecting very, very crap. And I was shocked and surprised at how good it really is. Example, water isn't a function. Yes, exactly. Water exists, but it doesn't really do anything yet. It's just kind of there. You can get a boat and ride on it, though. JMac, I have seen a clip of that where somebody unlocked a boat in this game, so that's interesting. So let me try. Hopefully you guys can hear. Let me know if you guys can hear the game audio or not. I just turned on the BGM. I will probably turn on some BGM. I was not first because at work. Have to clean now. All good. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello, Vincent. Much appreciated. So, let's jump into this. You guys can see my mouse for a change. Although I am going to trigger a bunch of people, I'm playing this with controller because it's a driving game, and I need a gas pedal and a brake pedal. At least I'm ahead of him. Alright, so, new game. What does this say? Hang on a sec. I can't read this. Don't even try to enter crazy stuff. I swear. I know you tried it. What is this? I can't read it. Hang on. Oh. Okay, it says, don't even try to enter crazy stuff. I swear I know you tried it at least once. Or no, I know you... I swear I know you tried it. And it's because of people like you that I have to include this. God damn it. Oh my god. That's a riot. Alright, so... Hey, get out of here. Stinking ants. I need lights here. Yeah. Oh, does space not work in this? No, space doesn't work. So if that's the case, we're going with Turbo. Name yourself something stupid. Well, I'm going to go with my nickname, because that's easy. Alright, and we get into the coning. So who is first? J-Mech gets it today. You know what I should do? I saw somebody had this the other day. I think it was Veery. She had a single redeemable channel point thing. It was a single time per stream that you can redeem it to get first in the stream. I may include that. Tips: if you hit a sign, you have to say sorry. Why did you tell him, Soji? How could you? Well, Koi was third. It was J-Mech, Zero, and then Koi in that order. And it's like, you made podium, Koi. I don't know what you're sad about. I mean, not counting me, obviously. I'm always here first. I beat all of you here every time, so. I think the game broke. Uh-oh. It's never taken this long to load in. Uh-oh. Hey, remember when I said... remember when I said this game was an indie game and it might have some issues? Yeah. So, we're going to close that real quick, and I'm going to restart the game. Bear with me, please. I hope my game capture continues to work after this. We're going to find out. Hey, you beautiful human, thanks for playing my game. That's a message from the developer. It worked! I didn't have to restart it. Yes. Look at all the bolts falling. That's appropriate. Alright, let's try this again. It's BS. I should have been first. I'll let you guys fight over that part. Turbo. Okay, and play. Get into the coning. As I've said, I am playing this with controllers, so I am going to trigger some of you. I'd apologize, but I don't feel bad about it. This is the way I play games. Alright. So, welcome to Mon Bazoo. Oops. Key bindings. Why is my controller not working now? Ah, now it works. Ha ha ha. Takes me a minute. It's buggy still. Controller support isn't exactly ideal. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think I'll put on my green shirt. And let's head out. Oh yeah, there's the car we're building. The Koning Voiture Car of Les Années, 1993, whatever the heck that means. Basically, it's a BMW 328. I was waiting like you do. Yes, this game has wheel support. I saw that, actually. Controller support, though, still a little buggy. This appears to be broken, eh? Yeah, it's Canadian, alright? Alright, what do we got? Knob. No water. Not implemented yet. Reflection physics working well in the mirror. Okay. So, we got a kitchen. Cool. I got a fridge that is absolutely just full of maple syrup and poutine. Perfect. We'll save that for later. As you can see in the top right, I'm sorry, read that again. There you go. I can't understand a word you just said. Just read it for yourself and tell me what it says, Koi. There you go. I don't do French. Let me translate. Go for it. Let me know when you got it, because that way I can move on to something else. Because I'm already using up some energy. And during one of my test runs, Made to Pass and Car of the Year. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So it's the 1993 Koning. Alright, we have our computer here where we can save our progress. That's handy. So we do have to use power. Oh, wait. Sweet! I love Tom Houston's. We're going to have to go see the Tom's store eventually. I don't think there's actually one in here. But you can buy coffee. Alright. So, welcome to Mamba Zoo and our 1993 Koning that is in a... It's kind of in a bad way. Tom Houston's, I know, right? And of course, what appears to be our square body Chevy CK. Dang, I like that with the license plate. Machine 420, 420, 69. I didn't know you could change this. This is great. Goat, Brap. Yeah, we're going with Brap. It sounds like fart, and that's funny. And so yeah, they're all Brap. What is this noise? Oh. Alright, well, I guess we gotta go to school. Wait for me! Gonna be late for the... Wait, you actually let me on? What? Yo, that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't think that would actually work. So you can just run for the bus and hitch a ride into town. I'll be danged. Okay, cool. I just learned something. Alright, so you'll see in here we have to-do lists of things to do in here. Get on the bus. I'm not going on the bus. I have a truck. I thought the bus driver was going to leave you. I know, right? That's what I was expecting. I thought it was just an NPC. No, that's actually a way to go to town. I didn't know that. All right, so we have to do. Whoops. How do I? Isn't there a way to jump? Wait, buggy part. Oh, I saw this. So first things first, when we find buggy parts, we got to add them to our buggy. We got a buggy now to work on. And an extra to-do list because, hey, we didn't have enough to do already. So, we'll climb up on our gas can here. We have to-do debut, to-do intermediate, to-do buggy, and to-do sugar shack. Now, I know from watching the other playthrough I did. Okay, hang on a minute. Get up there. Now we're gonna... Why am I sliding off the table? I'm sliding off the table. Mine did that once. I was so pissed. I was lucky. My parents always drove me to school until I was old enough to drive myself. Then I drove myself. It was great. Alright, so we've got to install the wheel. Install the intake. Torque the wheels. Buy a tire pump. Talk to your brother Francis. Sell firewood to Francis. Good friendship with Francis. Complete garage. Buy the cottage to get more land. Gain access to the scrapyard. Install the manual transmission. Okay. Buy what? Buy the small aluminum trailer. Connect your house to the grid power and buy the daily. No idea. All right. I've walked to school since kindergarten. The only time I was dropped off was when I went to my dad's. Yeah, that sounds difficult. All right, so what do we got to work with here? We got a torch, a chainsaw, dirt shovel, an old wheel, the coning intake, a watering can, and a gas can. We got a gas can. Why do we need a watering can? Just pour gas on everything. If it doesn't work, it should have. All right, well, the first thing I want to do is make some money so we can start working on this thing. Now, I can make it run and drive if I put the wheel on it and put the intake back together. But for right now, I want to make money. Which means we're going to go and build us a sugar shack. Because that's like the biggest money hack in this game from what I hear. So, yes, I have to do everything manually up to and including truck sounds good. But I do have to do everything on my own. Whoops. I keep wanting to shift like it's Forza. That doesn't work. But yes, so that includes putting it into gear, starting the car, moving the truck, everything. I have to put gas in the log splitter before it works. Everything is very touchy. Alright. Now, I know we didn't move it far, but that's going to make all the difference. Whoa, why am I so low? Okay. And now we can just shut the door, grab our chainsaw out of here. Let's Ooh, there's a little bit of gas already in the woodcutter. Oh, awesome. I didn't know it started with any. Alright, so we need pine. Honestly, I have seen fully developed games from game studios be worse than this in-production game. Looking at you, some of the other games I've played, it's pretty sad. Alright, so we're going to cut down. I learned the hard way. I was trying to practice building a sugar shack earlier to see what it took. And I learned the hard way earlier that birch doesn't work. It has to be pine. My guess is you get a smarmy remark from the game if you do it wrong. You guys haven't seen any of the... Alright. We're going to put that back in the bed of the truck. So just to show you this game's sense of humor, we're going to go back inside for a minute, because I wanted to show this and I forgot. So, we're going to come inside. So, say for instance, pine trees give you the most. Okay, that makes sense. So, say for instance, I want to turn on the air conditioning. You're really out there trying to open the air conditioner. Wait, what did that say? I didn't get to read it all now. Out there when it's 5 Celsius outside. Just go outside or something. So it's already being smarmy about it. So it's like, okay, I can sit here, which is kind of neat that it lets you do that. So let's say, oh, here's our log splitter. I can couple it. Successfully failed to attach air. Idiot. So yeah, this game kind of has a smarmy sense of humor, and I love it. That is very much my kind of humor. I was turning it on to show you why it's funny. Alright. We don't need to open the door to put the chainsaw in, which is great. Alright, so we got to put all these logs in the bed of my pickup truck. Why is my frame rate slowing to a crawl? There we go. I think it's because I parked on a hill and the game doesn't like the physics of the truck on the hill. What the? Wood does not do that. I remember when JMEC kept putting too many logs in the truck, they kept falling out. Yeah, that's very easy to do. Alright. We can take more than that. That's not even hard. I'm a good driver. It's a 4-wheel drive truck. We're gonna be fine. If I drop any, it's on the way. So we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oops, I missed that one, didn't I? Okay. Then you started hitting bunnies with the car. 3 bunnies died. Well, I guess they should have got better lucky rabbit's foot. Or should have had a better lucky rabbit's foot with them then. We're even going to haul wood inside the cab so we don't lose it. Behold my genius. Poor bunnies. It's okay. They'll probably be fine. As soon as they're turned into rabbit soup. Oh boy. You need to go over there, I think. That would be great. Alright. Screw this. You're going outside now. Okay. I want four-wheel drive. No parking brake. Whoops. Alright, come on. Go build us a sugar shack. I don't have to take these far, so we're gonna go nice and slow, so I don't spill any. Now they're gonna grow up knowing their dad ain't coming back. This is true, but I mean this is the way the world works, unfortunately. I mean, hey, most people's dads just stop coming back when they go out for cigarettes, so I suppose at least then you'd have a better reason for why he didn't. Too soon? Alright. Now that's just depressing. You're not wrong. Alright. Heyo. What the? How'd that happen? I don't know what I did, but it didn't like it. Bruh. My truck. Crap. Alright. I don't know how that happened. All I know is it didn't work very well. It's alright. We're going to right the ship. Come on, CK. You're not a Ford. You're... What the... Okay, I don't know what that was or why that happened, but whatever. Chainsaw. No, you go. You go over there now. Alright. Don't worry, guys. I fixed the truck. Oh, poo. Wrong button. Force habit, I'm used to, yeah, I'm used to Forza. Alright. Aren't these maple trees right here? Why don't I cut down the ones near to the thing first? Well, it makes so much more sense. Chainsaw's outside. Right. I can probably stop squatting now. Is this pine? Yep, this is pine. Why don't I just do the ones near to it first? It's so much smarter. It's probably because I'm not very smart, if I'm honest. Alright, so we got this another pine. Oops. I didn't finish cutting that one. I'm smart, though. I'll face the sugar shack so they fall that way. Oh. I figured that would have been a smarmy thing that accidentally gets you killed or something. That stopped it from rolling. Okay. And then there's this one here. Oh, perfect. I cut this one the right way. I dare you run someone over. There's nobody, there's aren't NPCs to run over. I hope you guys are ready to see some weird stuff when this thing gets built. That's 13. We're already doing really well. Like I said, we'll get to the car customization in a bit. We got to have an income first to put money into the car. When you get it... Oh, are there NPCs? I didn't see any NPCs when I got to town. I'll have to look at that. By the time I take the time to load the truck up and pull it over there and pull it back and unload it again, it's going to be faster to just do this, I think. I never said it'd be a fast process. But when we get this sugar shack built, we are going to be rolling in the, I'd say the dough, but we'll be rolling in the syrup is what we'll be rolling in. And I ain't talking about no high fructose corn syrup. Speaking of which, though, I could go for a Mountain Dew. Where's... I don't have any with me right now, though. Do I have a drink? I thought I got a drink out. Dang it. I could really use a drink. I'll have to go get one. Rolling in a maple, you know it. Is that a dumpster over there? That's a dumpster. Interesting. That may come into play later. Alright. We got one more tree down here, I think, that we felled. It would be really nice as if, like in real life, you could pick up more than one piece at a time. That's 23 out of 64. Okay, at this point I'm wondering if the truck might be a little bit quicker. Truck might be a little faster at this rate. We'll finish this tree, the next one we're going to use the truck for again. Because it looks like there's some other pines over there, and I think you get, what is it? Because this will be our 5th tree, and we're going to be up to like 25 pieces. So I think you get 5 or 6 pieces per... No, because we only did... I don't know. You only get so many pieces of wood per thing. I promise there's cool car stuff coming. This is the boring part of the game. You gotta grind to get your stuff. Actually, after this tree, before we do anything else with the truck, we're gonna have to go back and get some maple syrup to drink because we're getting dehydrated. So in case you haven't noticed, my 4 energy levels that I have to maintain are maple syrup, poutine, energy, and anxiety. Anxiety super low right now. 28, so we are over... We're almost halfway. Yeah, this is very... I was actually going to mention that. This is very much akin to the game My Summer Car, except it's Canadian and funny. My Summer Car, not exactly a big laugh. But this game is. I got the chainsaw inside with me, so we can just go absolutely ham. Yee-hoo! Oh, I ran into my shed. Oh, don't hit the coning. Crap. My summer car can't... Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Alright. Now, I do know from watching a playthrough of this that this is supposed to be a garage. So I'm going to use it as one for the moment. Just 'cause. Alright, we need to go in and get ourselves a drink. Because it looks like we are hungry and thirsty. Or at least thirsty. So. Yep, he's happy with that. And we can press E, and our poutine is better again. Yay! And you know what I should actually do, if I'm careful? Put one of these in the fridge now, so it can start de-thawing. Perfect. Yay! My anxiety doesn't really go up unless you crash. Oh, good. That would be why my anxiety's up a little bit now. Alrighty. So, we'll close that. And fun fact, there is actually a delivery job in town between 17 and 1800 hours. And we need gas anyways for the woodcutter. So, also, you can max that out and be fine. But the other 3 you can't. Oh, okay. Good to know. So we're going to take the gas can in town with us. Because we need to go and do a delivery job. And fill up our gas can. So, oops, you know what I can do for this? Since we're just going into town, I can turn 4-wheel drive off. Alright, so let's go into town. See what kind of trouble we can get into. This has become a rally truck simulator now. Please let me know if the game audio is okay. I know it's loud in my headset, but I can adjust mine. I'm going to have to turn it down, actually, a little bit for me. There's my brother Francis's house down there. Alright. Like I said, the driving engine is surprisingly good for what this game is. Whoa, Big Mama. Most people would take the long way around. I'm not a pleb. That's saved us no time. Okay. Yes, I did hit a sign. But the sign just said, if you hit this, you're absolutely rad. So we're all good. Okay. Game audio's gotta go down. It's too loud. Coy, don't listen. They're swearing in French. Alright. Alright, we made it to town. Good. Now the other thing I need to do... Whoops, why do I always crouch? Every time I get out, I crouch. It's annoying. Gah. Come on. No! Dang it. Hey! Okay. Wait a second. No, I want... I got regular and super. I suppose it's just going in a generator. Ew, disgusting, you can't use this peasant fuel. Come on, man, I'm just trying to say... It doesn't even let you. It's just zeros. Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, it seriously, it won't let you. It just zeroes the thing out. Look at the first pump. Sans plum. Sans plum. 69,420. Oh, was it? When you select it, it just zeroes it out. That's funny. Alright, well, I guess we're using super fuel. So, we'll fill this old girl up with fuel. Yep, yeah, there. I was gonna say, it should be almost done now. Okay. We can throw that back in the truck for now. Probably leak all over my seats. Oh well. And the other thing I happen to know we need is... Yeah, that's right. It's a brand new $5,000 engine. No, not actually. No, I wish. I tried to buy the motor. It just calls me a broke ass. Come on, man. Ooh, we can buy 2 more jack stands. That's nice. I can get a $15 per use. Oh, so you can use the tire changer, but it costs you 15 bucks. Okay. Wow, some of this stuff expensive in here. Oh, we got new metal bolts. That's nice. Okay, you need to sell wood to get some money to start off. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I know exactly what I got. Oh, Koning comfy seat. Interesting. No, I know I got to sell some money to do that. I just thought it was funny. I saw the one guy I saw, he put lights on it somehow. I don't know how he did that. Harvest basket. Interesting. We got coilovers. We got brakes. What I need, though, is this. I need the air pump. Because we got flats on the Koning. And then I also know I need to go and say hello to these guys. Such nice weather we have today. Yes, well, anyways, thanks for stopping. Have a nice one. No. Just leave me alone with the... Oh, underglow kit. So it is there. Interesting. Yo, they got shifters. What? Oh, and a magnetic tray. The store is closed. Now get out of here. Okay. Yes, sir. You got it. All right. Oh crap! I need to go to my delivery job like now. It's already almost past time. Where is it at? That's one thing I haven't figured out yet, actually. All right, let's see if we can find out where this delivery job's at. I got 20 minutes. 19 minutes. Crap. Snack delivery. This way. Ah, right there it is. Ha ha ha. Okay, so it looks like we got to go deliver a pizza. And all we know is that it's this way. Oh. It's right there, easy. Do I have to get out and do it on foot, or can I just pull up? At this rate, it might be faster just to... Dude. I'm here. What do you want from me to... What do you want me to do? Yeah, it's right here. Where's the pizza? I grabbed it. I don't know where it went. I thought it... Okay, guess not. We'll go back and get the pizza. Thought I had the pizza. Guess I didn't. Okay. Oh, they're getting thrown inside the building. It's fine. We'll just sit on it. You know what? Screw it. We'll leave the door open. We're saving time opening and closing the door right now. Hello. I paid $16 for that little bit of work. Oops. Where's the other pizzas? I need the other 2 pizzas back wherever they went. I think they went in here. Good to see you. Yeah, thank you. Poutine's $5. I can't get the other pizzas. Crap. It looks like that's all the money we're making right now. Because I can't get back, and I don't know where the other pizzas went. Nice. What up? Hey, Liberty, how's it going? Nice game? Yeah, thank you. I really wanted to try this out, so... Alright, so we're going to put the chainsaw over there. Whoops. No. Crap. Okay, tire pump over here. Alright, let's go. I guess we'll just go back home and get the rest of it filled up then, because we're kind of stuck. So, I don't have any more pizzas to deliver. I don't know where they went. So, we're just going to ignore that like it never happened. Somebody's pizza's coming up missing tonight. My bad. Oh boy. Okay. There we go. Lights. No, that's... Okay. Alright, we're going to get back to the house. I don't like driving the road in this game, if I'm perfectly honest. So we're going to go back to the house. We're going to get some shut-eye. Oh boy. That's a little better. Uh-oh. I got it. Road's closed, Pizza Boy. Yeah, no kidding. FI, even though you have doors and such closed, crash hard enough, your stuff will still go flying. Okay, good to know. That part I didn't know about. I figured it would hang around as long as there was some kind of, if it was enclosed. Alright. I definitely don't want to wreck out here in the dark because I'm going to lose that gas can and never find it again. Let's just get back. We're going to go to sleep, and that'll be the end of this. Like, wow, it's impressive how slow you are. Oof. Yeah, not my finest moment. Okay. Oh, that's good to remember. Opening the door actually does trigger dome light. That's handy. Okay. We're going to go in here, and we're going to go to bed. Maybe that'll help our energy level, too. I had like 30 bottles of syrup and 6 poutines in my trunk. Never saw them again. Ouch. That hurts. Right? Man slept 4 hours. What? Can I go back to sleep again? I can't even see. Skip the night. Yes, let's do that. Skip the... Yes, that's it. There we go. 6 a.m. Now we're talking. Alright, we wore green yesterday. I think we'll wear gray today. You can visit a guy in town that will find your lost stuff. Gas can, chainsaw, shovel. Yeah, I need that guy too. That'd be amazing. Alright, so. Looks like we need some food. Again. So, we get to eat some poutine. And some maple syrup. Alright, and we're ready to go for another day. So, first things first. He crossed in the church only out in the morning. Okay, good to know. So, let's get back to building the sugar shack. Now that we've sufficiently screwed around long enough. Alright, let's get out to the Sugar Shack area. This time I'm prepared and I know more about what I want, how I want to do this. Whoops, hey, that's a couple pieces of wood I dropped yesterday. I mean, we may as well, right? Oh, parking brake's still on. I would love to have just a button to disengage that. That would be way easier. Alright, so let's park this and get our... Nice. Okay, right here should work, because that's a pine. So we can shut the truck off, whoops, and use the handbrake. Hop out, grab the old chainsaw here. I want to fell it towards the truck, I think. Ah! I loaded some of it. How's that for efficiency? I loaded it. Whoa, hey, where'd the chainsaw go? Oh. How'd that happen? That's weird. Okay. Ooh. It's alright, we only gotta go like 8 feet. It'll be fine. Oh boy. Nope, you get back here. Get back here. Alright, your stuff will be there next morning, except you totaled your truck in the process. The truck's fine. It didn't take any... You can't damage this truck. Trust me, I've tried this extensively. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing backed up over here. We are getting closer and closer and closer to this. Nice. Alright, let's do it again. This time I'm going to use that pine tree right there. I think that'll work perfectly. I'm going to park it right about here. Parking brake. Turn that off. Get out the truck. Wish it wouldn't squat every time I get out the truck. Okay, let's carve that down right there. Timber. I'm so fast I cut it into logs before it even hit the ground. I am speed. Alright, we're going to load these up now. That gas can might be getting in the way. Really? Come on, man. I'm just trying to load wood. Sonic the Beaver. What did I hear? There was a, oh, that's what it was. It was a death battle. And that Rooster Teeth show. And they were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And they're like, yeah, so in this particular game, Sonic's speed is measured in units of SPD. And you hear the other guy, Sonic, he's got an STD. Sonic, it burns when he pees. And you hear the other guy, SPD. Dude. And I'm like, what? I'm just like, no. Like, I've heard some stuff before, you know, but, like, what the heck? Alright. I think I'm going to have to start the truck now. Oh. Oh, that's... I'm still trying to shift it like it's Forza. The right bumper thing's weird. How many more pieces do I need now? $41 out of 64. I'm getting closer. Alright, let's do this. You need another pine tree. Right there's one. Is there a place I can load up two at once? I need one of them, like... Because the pine trees are just the straight shooting looking ones. Right there, right there, right there. Yes, let's do those two. Alright, we're going to fell both of them towards the truck. We're gonna do this efficiently. Watch this. Whoops. Ah! Now if I do the same thing over here. Perfect. Don't need that. Also, pruning loppers, smart investment. Okay, good to know. Lets you go and plant more trees. Interesting. We're about racing here, though. Since when do we care about the environment? I mean, let's be real here. Most car guys really aren't interested in anything the EPA has to say. They're kind of the bane of our existence. I'm just saying. Alright, let's see if we put that here. Will that stay? Looks like it probably will. I load that like so. That looks like that'll stay that way. Trying to get everything lined up just so. There's a strategy to this. If I load it the right way, hopefully it won't fall out on our trip over the 22 feet. Trees don't auto-generate. Interesting. Alright, well, that'll definitely have to be something to be concerned about. Right now we've got plenty of them, so I'm not too worried, but I will look into that in the future and remember that. Thank you for the tip. Oops, hey. Come on. I should be able to fit one more up here. Oops. I feel like I'm probably already pushing the boundaries of this truck's payload. And I've suddenly decided I don't care. I'm a Mon Bazoo wiki. I take it you've played a lot then. You and, oh, because I studied. Okay, that would make sense. That'll work. Ooh, I got the back end of that squatted down pretty good, don't I? I missed a piece, so I'll have to come back for that. I'll just run down and pick it up by hand, though. That truck don't give a shiz how much you put in it. Yeah, I'm surprised. It's still doing surprisingly well despite the large payload it has right now. I'm going this slow on purpose because I don't want to jar anything out. Alright. Oh, we are so close. Is that, what, 4 more logs, I think? How many more is that? It's V8, bruh. Unlimited power. Unlimited power. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright. Oh, hey. Here's a tree from earlier I never finished. Perfect. Alright. Stop rolling away. Stupid truck. Alright, so I can't do anything with that right now because I left the chainsaw down here somewhere. Yep, right here with the other piece of wood, but I'm more interested in the wood. I'll come back for the chainsaw. 53 out of 64. We are so close to having our sugar shack. Come on. I tried to do this with Birch earlier and it just called me stupid for trying. Like, well, thank you, game. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to be so upfront about it. Go over there. 54 out of 64. This isn't going to be enough. I'm going to need one more tree, I think. Oops, not the truck, doofus. The pile. It's right here. I feel like I could just throw them that far, if I'm honest. Real life. This is the most boring car game I have ever played, and yet it's still fun. I haven't even done anything. I've made a trip to town for gas. That's it. V10 over V8. I'm going to be the unpopular one here and see that V8 and Force I4 are reign supreme over all others. And that's just who I am, which is, of course, why my race car is a V6. Because that's the kind of person I am. Alright, so we are so close. We need one more tree. I'd leave it running, but I don't know if I have enough money for the gas. Let's cut down that one. This one I think we will use the truck for just because it's so close. Did I get... Oh, I missed them all. Dang it. Crap. What the heck? Oh, it's sitting on the gas can. Let's get the gas can out of there. You go up front now. Try MSC. I6 above all. I6s are good. They're like right behind I4 and V8 to me. Try rotary. No thanks, I'd like to get to my destination. This is also why I drive a Chevy and not a Ford. Oh! I'm gonna get haters for that one. I'm sorry, but as somebody who's seen what happens when you try to change the plugs on a 5.4 Triton, yeah, we're not going to worry about Ford's reliability ratings anymore because they're non-existent. And I'd still rather have the LS over anything else right now. Until your Apex seals go, as a track cart wouldn't be bad. Fair argument. What did I actually find? I found a video of a guy... Whoops. Did I leave the... I did. I left the chainsaw out there. Crap. I can't reach it. I found a guy, he says... Can I just say Ford is the dumbest company ever for inventing the 5.4 Triton? He said, and I can't thank them enough for it because without it, I would starve. And because he's kind of a Ford mechanic guy, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair. At least the plugs are still there in a Chevy. Yeah, the plugs are still there, and when you want to change them, you get a socket and you change them. You don't go get specialty spark plugs. We have a certain kind that actually work now for those. And then you still have to go and... what the heck's the other thing? Oh yeah, then you have to buy a $600 toolkit for it. Oops. It says move back further. Okay. I'm going to get out of the truck here. Move back. Move further. Move back further. Move back, damn it. Whoa, now you're too far. Come back here. Smart asses. What the? I think it worked. Woo! Alright, so we have a sugar shack now. Looks like we've got Oh, clever. Fire starter. Ha! But now we need wood to cut. Was this a drink maple syrup from evaporator? What? We have unlimited maple syrup now. Sick. Nice. Alright, so now we need, could be worse, at least there aren't 16 plugs, cough, Hemi, cough. I would prefer to change 16 plugs in a Hemi, and that's with the ones with the wires over the manifold, versus doing a set of 5-4 Triton plugs. I really, truly would. That's how bad they are. Okay. Come on, baby! Make power! Why aren't my rear wheels turning? Oh, idiot. It's no wonder the truck don't go nowhere. I'm stupid. All my 7th grade papers be in that pile. Fun fact, I actually did that. My last day of high school, I took every single paper I ever had from all of high school together, put it in a box, and burnt it. Oh, 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 I almost saved it. Dang. Can I move this? Because I'm here to tell you, I know where I'm going to be one. I know where I'm going to be one of cutting wood. Whoops. No. Okay. Okay. Don't know why he was grunting so hard. It's just hooking up a trailer. Literally did that this morning. Not that hard. Okay, we're going to go put this over here in our workstation. Whoops. Tire pump, okay. I'll take that as a win for the Dodge. Yes, I would rather do that, which is honestly kind of sad. It's that much of a pain. Oh. We have a generator here. Interesting. Alright, let's take this wood cutter over to the... Oops. I'm so used to having to start that, I just did it instinctively. My e-brake on again? I don't remember setting it this time. Alright, we're going to go take this over to the Sugar Shack now. Oh boy. You know, we'll go a little slower just to be safe. I don't want to lose my stuff here. I do have a chainsaw and a gas can in the back. I don't feel like losing them. Oh no. I saved it! Oh, I got it high centered, or I'd had it out of there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You know you want it. Yes, got it. Haha. I am the greatest driver in the world. Okay, so we're going to put that there. Gas cap is not completely screwed on. Okay. How is it not completely screwed on? Okay, so we're going to get that open. Gas can. Use this. Controlled arson. Who knew drifting other people's cars is so fun? Drifting in general is just fun. Why? Why is it not completely screwed on? Ah, what the? Where'd it go? What just... Huh? My gas can's gone. Bro. What the... May? Alright, well, we can't use gas anymore now. That sucks. Nope, not maple. We need birch. I need to make firewood now. Okay. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it must be a glitch. Because the gas can is gone. I'll have to hire that guy to go find my thing. Find my jerry can. Because without it, I'm stuck. I have no way to get fuel to this thing. What's this? Home generator not running. 0 maple tree connected. Very, very bad. Yes, that is indeed very, very bad. Alright. Looks like I'm in need of some maple syrup as well. Alright, we'll bring this over here. Let's cut the wood. We'll go back for some syrup. We don't want to die of... Or we don't, I did already die once of dehydration in one of my test runs of this game. And that would suck a lot. And it's official. We're over an hour into the game yet, and I haven't turned a bolt on the car. But I did say Truckin, Loggin, and Wrenchin, and in that order. It just so happens to be in the stream title, so I wasn't lying. A lumber collection system would be nice. Just a place to store it and not have to worry about it making a mess would be awesome in this game. If you're watching this, developer, I'm sure you're not, with my 3 viewers on Twitch. Thank you guys, by the way, for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with me while I screw around playing silly car games. But yeah, if the developer does ever see this, I may even... You know, if he wants, if there's some place to offer suggestions, I may offer them, because like a lumber collection thing. He's got a great system for the lumber, like how you build the sugar shack. Just give me that option with firewood, uncut and cut. I want a place to be able to put it and store it. That would be a very cool idea. Well, that thing makes light work of that, doesn't it? Nice. Gotta get to the kill switch on this thing, but the wood's in the way. Okay, I'm going to take all this firewood and go sell it to Francis, because he needs it right now, and I can't use the sugar shack yet anyways. I need the money to get the rest of the stuff for the sugar shack so we can start making money. Because right now I'm bleeding money, and I got nothing to show for it. Which ain't a good place to be. What's the thing? How do they say that in the... Ooh, that was off tonight. But how does the Mask say that in the movie The Mask? Can't make the scene if you don't have the green. Alright, so we're going to get all this firewood loaded up, I think. Chuck that in there. Bringing your brother firewood is great money. So I saw it was like $5 a piece or something, isn't it? Like, that's pretty darn good. Nice. Oops, no, leave that in the bed. Stupid. Alright. There should be at least 10 or 20 pieces there. If you talk to him enough, he'll build your garage. Yes! So I'm going to go make sure I go make nice with him and be pleasant. Oh, there's the lights. There's the bed lights. Okay, cool. Alright, well, I've got a full truckload of wood. Somewhat full truckload of wood. Depends on the wood. Maple is most, pine is least. This is all birch. And I don't want to do any of my maple trees yet, because I need those for making maple syrup. So I don't want to give those away yet. Really? Pine the worst? Yeah, pine actually in real life, pine wood sucks for everything. Pine is the worst. Maple is great wood. Birch, though, is pretty good, too. I don't know why birch would get a bad rap. Birch wood is good. At least as far as I'm aware it is. $90. Nice. Whoops. If you can't hear by the blowing out exhaust, brother, it's me, your brother. Jason, I think is the name of this. Alright. We should have a petition to where, just like heavy rain, if, because your name is Jason whatever in this game, you should have a button that says, Jason! It's good to see you, little brother. Yes, happy to see you as well, sir. I'm going to go use the money you paid me now. Thank you. We need to get to town and... Ooh, no, actually, we need to go home, because I don't think I'm going to make town soon enough, and we're almost out of maple syrup. Oh, right, gotta start the truck. This is an emergency. We could die of starvation, or of dehydration here. And now I have nothing weighing me down. Rally time. Come on, truck. I definitely want to get the dent repair kit and the rust remover. Oof. For this truck, that way we can... this game can work on Windows 7. Yes, 7. Wow. That's actually kind of surprising. Alright. Run for the syrup before we die. Oh, I left the front door open. Oopsies. Okay. Maple syrup. Oh, so much better. Poutine will be fine until tomorrow. That way I don't have to burn all my poutine at once. I think I have to make nice with my mom to get the deep fryer basket. So we should probably call her. 555-2109.
Oh, allô, mon beau garçon! Bientôt, là, je vais avoir terminé de faire le ménage de ta chambre. C'est sûr que si je trouve quelque chose, là, je te fais signe.
Perfect. Okay, that worked. That helped with our friendship, too. I'll tell my brother he has a Win 7 laptop. Heck yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, so we need to run into town. Actually, no, we have everything we need to get the BM going. So let's get the BM going. And then we can use it to run in town tomorrow after we sleep for the supplies. So we need a tire for definite. Definitely need a tire here. Okay. We also need our inflator out here for a little bit later. We need our intake that I carelessly threw on the floor earlier. And we need to get the hood open. I need a buttload of bolts. Get the hood open. Intake for the coning is back where it belongs. Got a bolt here. I really wish you could pick up bolts in groups. Need to take, or like have the bolts already like ready to bolt up or something like Car Mechanic Sim. That would be nice. Realism is great, don't get me wrong. This kind of realism makes me want to eat my hands a little bit. Okay, there's that one. Whoa! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh dear, don't do that, don't do that. Alt-tab to... Nope. Twitch. Okay. You guys can still see me, which is good. Streamlabs has crashed. It's still happening. When you're ready, we can relaunch the application. However, this will end your stream recording session. Click the yes button to keep streaming or no to stop. Okay, that sucks. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and relive real quick. So I'm going to go offline for just a minute. You won't miss anything, I promise. I'm even going to pause the game here real quick. Uh-oh, I don't have access. Right, hang on. Okay, the game is paused. We're not missing anything. Time is not advancing. So I'm going to go offline temporarily here. I will be back on here literally in a minute. Just as long as it takes me to relaunch Streamlabs and get things moving again. I do apologize. This is not in my control. Streamlabs just had an error and crashed. So I will be back in just a minute. Yeah, I know. Bruh. Tell me about it. So I will be back in just a minute. I will see you guys in a sec. Sorry about this.